Hey everybody, I'm Bizz Bigsby, and you're watching the UK Americana Bar Show.
You just put two fingers on. What the fuck? That's
I know, man. I always, it's just, me and my guys, everything is peace with us. We just want peace.
Anymore. People just do it like a...
You don't love me. You don't love me like you say you do. Ain't you took enough? Now I'm through with you. Took my pride, my soul on the line. Had me thinking that everything was fine. Stole my money, you took every dime. What you left me with, no, it wasn't even mine. No, you don't love me like you say you do. No, you don't. Know all the things that you don't love me. You don't love me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the UK Americana Bar Show. Thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate it. A wee while ago, I interviewed the fantastic soul man of country music, Bizz Bigsby. He's telling us all about his new album, Here in This Town, and some of the tracks off of it, like 30 minutes, was fantastic, and a new one off of it, which is You Don't Love Me. He also went on to tell us about how his dad used to bring some friends round to the house called Jimi Hendrix and Little Richard. This guy's absolutely fantastic, and his performance and showcase on stage is even better. You've got to see it. Check it out. Part 1, Bizz Bigsby, and don't forget to give us a subscribe. Check it out and see what you think. Bizz, listen, you ready? Let's do this.
Yes, I am. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen. What?
Life is short. Let's run with it.
Life is short. Yeah, tell me about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the UK Americana Bar Show. I am so excited to bring to you Bizz Bigsby from Nashville. We've been trying to get hold of him for a little while now. I heard his music, got in touch with his management, Christy from Aristo.
Yes.
Everybody, Bizz Bigsby, how you doing?
Sam, how are you, brother?
Oh man, I'm really, really cool. You're looking
Thank you
good.
so much for having me. Man, I don't look half as good as that shirt you got on.
You like the shirt?
When I grow up, I need one of those. So when I get over to Europe, I want to, yeah.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about, because hey, lots of people are just loving your stuff over here.
Thank you.
I've got to tell you, I come across your music here in this town.
Yeah.
Oh man, Here in This Town, beautiful. Got to listen to it, got to hear it, and it's just a great tune.
Thank
But
you.
then I started to look into it, and I spoke to a few people back where you are and over here, and it's kind of about life stories that's happened with you in a sense. Is that right?
Yeah.
Would you mind talking about that?
Well, no, not at all. The song it's just one slice of a huge, bigger pie. That is the album that's Here in This Town, which is pretty much a story of my life growing up in North Nashville, which was, it was the
Part 1.
how do I put this? It was the part of town that we grew up in that was forgotten and nobody really paid attention to, and
Yeah.
as some people call it, the belly of the beast, and so what happened was they put the interstate, the highway from Memphis, Tennessee to Knoxville, and it went through Nashville, and it completely destroyed my community.
Wow.
So it took out all of the doctor's offices and the hospitals and the stores, and it just kind of it killed 20 cross streets. So it just choked the community down, and this happened while I was growing up.
Yeah.
So
And that had a big effect on you as well. I mean, and then things like Martin Luther King leaving us, that wasn't very grateful for you either.
No.
That had a big
I can
effect
still
on
remember tanks. I can remember tanks in front of my house the night he died.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, literal tanks. It's funny, man. We had a talent show that night. I'm telling my age, which is really good. My grandmother used to say, whatever age you are is a really good age to be. But we went a talent show, and I was 9, and that happened, and they had tanks up and down. They had to cancel the talent show, and everybody went home. And so Here in This Town is about the powers that be kind of taking away your the town. There's a line in there that says, you walked into my hood and took what you wanted. Monday is mine, by Friday you own it. And that's kind of how it is.
Do you mind if I mean, obviously you got into drugs and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, early.
That's a bring down. But you know, after going, I mean, there were very sad times, dark times. We have a lot of them these days. I don't know if you noticed. but that was also particularly dark. So the drug thing, I mean, I read somewhere about you nearly lost your life one night. A guy come up to you with a gun. Is that right?
Yeah. That's if we don't. It's man. We would need a 3-hour show for that conversation.
Right. We could do that.
I almost lost my life a couple times. One of them I was running through, just running through. We call it the projects. I was running through the bricks and I was trying to cop some drugs, and the guy robbed me and put a gun in my head and he pulled the trigger and it just misfired. It didn't go off. And he looked at me and said, "You're the luckiest dude I've ever seen. Get out of here." And Sam, I was so mixed up and I was so high and trying to stay high. I actually snuck around the back door and went into the same place and tried to get the drugs again. So
somebody upstairs is watching you, Biz.
Man, I'm supposed to be here. But you know what's funny, man? Everything that I went through, that's a bad one. One real quick funny one was I was really trying to get high and I had the money, but my car the drive wouldn't work. So I put it in reverse. And I backed in reverse all the way across town to the other side of town. I literally drove in reverse. I'm driving like this down the street. So you can imagine sitting at the light and somebody pulls up to you and they're actually going in reverse, but they're going the same way you're going. That was my life with drugs.
Well, look, let me before I ask you about your family, and you've got a royalty type family of musicians, but have we only got 30 minutes?
So the devil walks through the door.
It's a great song, guys. I say the guy's music is beautiful. You're gonna love this guy. So look, I mean, was it your mother that left you when you were very young, or was it your father?
Well, my parents had me when they were teenagers. My father left and went to Los Angeles at 19 and hooked up with Little Richard, and they became friends. They were lifelong friends forever. I think by the time Richard had died, Pop was really the only person he trusted.
I mean, what was that like growing up in that environment? Crazy. I mean, Jimi Hendrix.
You don't realize it. You don't realize it because you're in the middle of it, and you don't realize what's going on around you. You know, you're just trying to maintain.
You just get on with it.
Yeah. There was a street here called Jefferson Street, and that was a huge street in Nashville. There were clubs up and down, and Jimi Hendrix was in my dad's group. But even before that, before he could even play, he was staying in an apartment in my uncle's place above the club. And this cat named Johnny Johns actually taught him how to play the blues. So when you're hearing Hendrix, you're really hearing the blues. But it's rock and it's a lot of and it's the blues on mescaline.
You know, it's amazing, like even hearing anything in any of those stories are great. I'll give you a quick story. So I used to be managed by a guy back in the day, and he went into Jimi Hendrix then fiance's house, and he used to keep going by underneath the stairs for 10 years or whatever, and there was this kind of block of wood that was all burnt out and it was crazy. He never had the courage to ask, hey, you know, what is that? Anyway, one day she told him it was Jimi Hendrix guitar that burnt, the one that he set light to at Woodstock.
Oh wow, really? The one he set on fire on stage?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Isn't
that crazy?
That is amazing. That's almost as weird as my dad. They were on the road and my dad never smoked. He's never drank a glass of wine. He's just one of those guys. Yeah. Women was his thing, but that's a whole nother story. They were driving to this gig, and my dad said I kept smelling I started getting ringing in my ears, and I didn't know what it was, and they back in the back high. So they get to the gig, and they're doing a sound check, and Hendrix is just blowing everything out, and my dad said, Jimmy, come here, man. He was telling my father, come, listen to this. Listen to this sound. And he said, Hendrix, the speaker is bursted, it's gone. He's like, no, that's the sound I've been trying to find all my life. Really? That's the sound. And ever since then, that's kind of when his whole vibe just changed.
Yeah, so when he got over here, my God, the whole music industry went crazy for just went everywhere he went. It was crazy. Back in the day, what would that be? Yeah. Early 70s, late 60s?
Yeah. Well, Richard always said that he's the reason that and he was. I mean, Richard took him to Atlanta and introduced him to the Isley Brothers, and he was in Richard's band for a while, but once he got overseas, he went overseas with Richard. That was it.
And that's Little Richard, yeah?
Yeah.
But look, I mean, getting back to your music, I mean, As I say, here in this town, fantastic, and in 30 Minutes is also fantastic. But you've got a new album that's out on this September the 17th, which was for us about 3 or 4 days ago. But the title of the album, what is the title of the album?
It's Here in This Town.
It's
That's
Here in
the
This
actual
Town.
title of the album. It's funny, we were done with the album, Sam. We were done with it. And I woke up about 3 o'clock one morning and I could not get these 4 chords out of my head. And I kept having these recurring dreams about my grandmother and aunts and how we were raised in this and how they, and I put this thing together and I called my writing partner. I'm like, dude, I know you're not awake, but I need you to call me as soon as you wake up because I can't sleep with this song. And we just wrote the song after the album was done. But it meant so much to me. And then we started letting people hear, like, you know what, we have to put this on the record. And then the next thing you know, it became the title track.
How did we get here? We're a long way from where it began. I scream, but you don't hear. How much more do you think I can stand? Can't you see me lying here? Look at me, I'm dying here. I see what you're doing, trying to make me feel less of a man. You don't think that I could see? It was done so surgically, breaking up my family, trying to take the life from me. But there's something bigger and brighter, stronger, but it's lighter, it's deeper, so much wider, unconditional, waiting on me. I can't let it go. I hold on to my dream in a world that is breaking me down. 'Cause I gotta know that a rose in the concrete is growing against all the odds here in this town.
I mean, you know, they're likening to your music, country, blues, rock, you know, but the 30 Minutes track, I mean, I'm hearing a lot of George Benson on there. You know, still one of the greatest guitar players ever lived.
Yes.
Is that you playing the guitar? Or is that some?
No, that's my co-writer, Guitar Phil. Actually, Guitar Phil, that's the one song on that album. He wrote that song. He wrote that song 10 years ago. He hadn't met me, but we started writing together. And we were in the middle of a session one day. He said, "Man, I got a song I wrote. That I can't do it because I wrote it for you and I didn't know it. This is your life." Because I never knew when to go home, right?
And it's called 30 Minutes, and it's just really cool.
Thank you.
It really is brilliant, brilliant work around it. I love it. I mean, with the rest of the album, so there are places where it's bluesy, and there are upbeat tracks on it, you know. I'm just no point asking you where you get the inspiration from. You just said all of that, but even your voice though is really like a voice from knowing where to take it with the jazz influence and listen, do I owe you a big congratulations, because did I read against? Well, I didn't read. I saw somewhere that you've sold out 40 gigs across Nashville.
Yeah, we have.
Man, come on, Bizz. What's the deal here? 40 gigs.
I'm blessed, man. I have nothing to do with it, right?
You say that again.
It's just grace and mercy, because I have nothing to do with it. I say it all the time that like I'm 12 years clean and sober, right? 12 years. So 14 years ago, I was a totally different person. And God has taken me from to the point where no one would want to have anything to do with me to now I'm selling out shows and there are lines of people to get in to pay me to hear me tell the stories that they didn't want to be a part of. It's just, it's surreal. It
so
really
you said, so 12 years clean, yeah? What drinking?
Yeah, drinking, drugs, man. all of that.
Well, let me ask you, did Rudy's Jazz Club have anything to do with that?
With the clean part? No. I got clean 12 years. I've been in Rudy's probably 3 years. what made me get clean was, to be perfectly honest, one night when I was drinking and drugging for 3 or 4 days, I was on one of those bingers. And I came home and I snuck my son's MacBook Pro out of the house to pawn it to go get some more cocaine.
Yeah, and then you realize.
And then he saw me. He came out of the room and he said, and my wife was like, don't take it. And he was like, Mom, let him have it.
You know, Bizz,
And
I've got to tell you,
that was it.
for having the courage to bring that out. I mean, I've got great admiration for you to do that, mate. That is.
Well, hopefully to help somebody. You know,
Absolutely.
It makes sense to me if the pain can help someone else get through it, then all the pain makes sense.
So
I'm always afraid that my kids will be predisposed to it. Like my son he's 24, he's never taken a drink in his life.
Wow, so it worked out, and you know, God works in mysterious ways, you know.
He does.
So I'm very excited about your music, and so when are you getting to the UK? Because I was speaking to your management, and they're saying, hey, do you know what? You're starting to put the feelers out. What, for maybe next year, perhaps, or?
I would love to. I would love to come. I think I really believe in my spirit that everyone would really accept this music, because it's like old school vibes, but it's still, I call it urban Americana, because that's kind of what it is. It's a little bit of everything. I'm really excited, man, about the single that's about to come out called "You Don't Love Me Like You Say."
I was listening to it today. You Don't Love Me. I mean, it's great. Do you know what? If you've got some of the videos, and maybe we can check that. Have we got that video, Joe? Do you think we've got Here in This Town? Well, we can play that one. Otherwise, we can play "You Don't Love Me." We'll put it into the show, shall we?
Yeah, I'm about to send it to you.
Woohoo!
It's a letter that I wrote to cocaine when I was 2 years.
I mean, I've read that as well. You know, it is so it's not
surreal.
about you don't love me anymore, like a relationship. It was about drugs.
Yeah. So when I don't tell anybody, when people were listening to it, they thought some girl had broken my heart. Like, man, just let her go. It's okay. You'll be okay. I'm like, no, this is this is a totally different avenue. I told myself if I ever got clean, if once I got 2 years, I was going to write coke a lot, because that was my drug of choice. I was just, I adored cocaine. I was in love with it. And one day after that, it's funny, after the thing I had with my son, I woke up and it was just all of that had just left.